John King for the Sprawl at Raz Champions 2 in the City Pavilion in London alongside Harry Shoebridge. Harry, so you come here tonight, I gather you come to scout some talent, see some fights that you can pick for upcoming fight cards. Seen anything that you like so far?
Oh, 100%. The talent that Brad Pickett and Mickey Pappas has got on the card is phenomenal. The amateurs, the talent is rising a lot, from the early days when I first started in the mixed martial arts scene back in 2005. I wouldn't put half the pros against the amateurs from then. It's rapidly evolved. So I'm very excited to see what's going on at the moment. And we've got a few guys that we've got our eyes on that, Brad's invited me down to come and have a look at some guys he wants to push on, so we work together. Well, that's, I think, how promoters should be doing it rather than fighting against each other. And there's a very few interesting guys, and hopefully, if it works out well, we may have a few releases in the next coming weeks leading up to WFS 6. Yeah.
So, is it kind of nice, because you're obviously the owner of WFS, is it nice to come to an event and not have to run around like Brad is and not have to do anything very urgently? Is it nice to just kind of chill out and watch fights?
Yeah, 100%. It is very enjoyable to sit down and actually watch the fights live, because on the night I hardly get to see the fight. Because at the start of the fight, I'm still running backstage, making sure my runners. I've got a great team behind me, but I've been winning this game for very long, and I've had a great team behind me for the company I used to work for, which is where I learned my background. And I'm just a perfectionist, and I want to make sure that everything's run smoothly. So I'm constantly going backstage, make sure they're doing their thing. I shouldn't, because the guys are great at what they're doing, but I just, I have to make sure. Then I end up missing the fight. So great to actually sit down and watch and enjoy the night. So it's good to be here.
So obviously, in a pro fight, then Cam Zekpo won. You had a nice little moment. What's it like to see a friend and a teammate win like that?
Well, Cam Zekpo ain't actually a teammate or a friend. Yeah. He's actually he's fighting against Daniel Crawford, my featherweight champion, the WFS featherweight champion, who is Daniel Crawford's a phenomenal fighter. The style of fighting he has is very unpredictable. I don't know where he gets it from. When he first fought for me, he shocked me. I've seen Daniel fight for a few times before he actually fought for me, and he changed his style by the time he came to WFS. The first time I've actually seen Cam Zekpo fight live, I've seen a lot of fights on the internet. I like what he's got, and I've seen him live tonight, and I'm impressed. And I don't know where this fight's going to go on May 21st. I'm really looking forward to it, and if the fans are going to be in for a great fight, that's for sure.
They're the best type of fights, the very close fights. So a guy that was also meant to fight on WFS 6 is here tonight. Jake Bostwick was meant to fight in the main event. Yeah. Pulled out, obviously, with a finger injury and a staph infection on his knee. What's that been like to kind of have a main event fall through? How much pressure has it put on you?
It's a lot of pressure, and to be honest, it's very gutting. One, because Jake Bostwick is Jake Bostwick. He's one of the best fighters in the country that's unsigned. He is a phenomenal fighter, stand-up. His ground game has evolved. He spent a lot of time over in America, and I'm a very good friend of Jake's as well. I've grown up with Jake from a young lad. We're both been keeping in touch quite a lot. I've been very interested in how he's evolved in the States at American Top Team, and I was really looking forward to seeing him progress. It's been very stressful because there's not many guys. I mean, we've got a top Brazilian flying in, and there's not many guys who would fight Jake. And Junior Margal took it with no questions asked. He was ready to jump in. I'm in talks with a few guys now to replace Jake Bostwick, and to be fair, it's very hard to find someone better than Jake. I wouldn't say he's better than Jake, the guy. I wouldn't say he's worse. This is a very equal sort of level opponent, which is a fight I'd love to see Jake take. Yeah. I can't give any names at the moment for that, but that's something I'm really if I can pull that one out of the bag. We are in sensitive talks, and if I can pull it out of the bag, I think it's going to be a great saviour for WFS.
How close is that to being done? Has anybody signed the contract yet? Anybody agreed?
No contracts have been agreed. Terms have been agreed. The contract itself hasn't been agreed and signed. They're just still going over. Again, if I can pull it out of the bag, it'll be big. It'll be big for UK MMA, that's for sure. Not just WFS.
Fantastic news. So anything, just before you go, anything that's coming up on WFS, anything you'd like to announce? Just anything big?
I've got a nice exclusive for the Sprawl. We've got a featherweight amateur title fight, which will be England's Charlie Howard, 12-1 as an amateur, and he's taken on Wales. His very own Aidan James, who's 9-2. He's coming out of Chris Reese Academy, so he's no laid-back fighter. He's a phenomenal star as well, and it's going to be a very tough fight, but it's one that's going to be really looking forward to watch.
I look forward to that. Harry, thanks for your time, and good luck. Good luck at the show. Thank you.